Do you ever know any grown-ups who got married and then later they got a divorce? Well, it is something that people can talk about, and it's something important.
Do you want to get married when you grow up?
Not really.
Why not?
Because I don't know, like if it's a guy who's like just like bad or something. If I have a divorce, then the kid has a divorce, and then it keeps on going down and down. And I don't want that to happen.
Prince Tuesday said he'd like to be a machine and not have any feelings. But when you're born, you're a person. You're not a machine. Machines just do the same things over and over and over again. But when you're a person, you can grow and change and feel.
Okay, I just did one of the craziest things I have done. I am now a stay-at-home mom.
Life really was looking up for me. I found myself completely wrapped up in the prospects of a new adventure. I finally had become a stay-at-home mom after months of working really hard to make this goal possible. It wasn't just about being able to be at home with my daughter. Don't get me wrong, that was definitely my priority. But it was also a chance to invest more time into my creative career. So, as soon as I was home, I immediately began on my home office project.
Alright, Brooke, what are we doing?
What are we doing? We're going to go get, what are we doing? We're gonna go get paint samples, because Abby's making me get paint samples instead of just committing to the paint, which I've done, and I've never had an issue. I feel like I probably should. But you know what, if we're feeling frisky and risky, we might as well just buy the paint.
For sure.
Right? We're going to Menards because,
Not sponsored, by the way.
Not sponsored by Menards. I'm nervous for some reason. I want it to look nice. So basically the plan is very ambitious. We are gonna try and finish this tonight. I don't think we're gonna do it. Well, you know what?
What time is it? It's like 5:46. That's plenty of daylight to do this. We're fine.
We got like 5 hours.
Yeah, at least.
We could
just go.
we could just do this thing. So the plan is to try to finish this tonight. There is dust all over me though, and it's kind of like, is it cute? Is this an aesthetic? Is this a vibe?
Honestly, everything was great. It was almost as if I had the whole world between my two hands. A feeling marrying euphoric and adventurous together. I was free. But as time moved quickly, an emptiness in my heart began to grow. Something was missing, and I couldn't put a finger on what that was yet.
It has been quite the week. I have some major updates. I'm finally healing my body and it feels so bizarre. I'm trying to not let it get to me and trying to not feel guilty. Oftentimes mothers tend to put their own needs aside for the rest of the house, and I have been definitely a person who's been doing that. I also made a phone call to a psychiatrist because I have experienced a lot of symptoms of a very traumatic birth affecting me now. Little spoiler alert, I almost died, and I know that sounds kind of dramatic because it can be misconstrued as that, but I had to go under general anesthesia to have my baby because if I were to be cut open, my platelets were so low, I would have bled out. I learned a lot about how my brain works, and I just cannot believe that I'm finally getting some help and finally getting some treatment for my mental health.
The gentle April rain that stained the window panes last
My mom says never trust a guy because, like, you never know if he's just there and really, like, he's cheating on you or something.
We watch the town awaken to the trembling morning light. You're so near.
What did your dad say? He just didn't, like, want me to grow up.
My house is for sale, and that has been almost as painful as getting cheated on. Almost. A home that I did not want to ever have to sell, at the very least. Did not think I would sell it under these circumstances, but you know, life is full of surprises, isn't it? I will say, I had fun while it lasted. Wasn't all terrible, obviously. I sure as hell did not expect to be portrayed just to this level, and now I have to sell my house. I don't know. It's up for sale, so if you want to buy it, I guess it's for you. I really do wish I was kidding.
Things have honestly been a living nightmare, and devastating feels like an understatement. The level of pain that I'm currently in is something that I would not wish on my worst enemy. It nears on suffering, grieving every aspect of my life, losing years of progress I've made. When I first found out about everything, I isolated the information from everyone. So when a Mother's Day weekend trip with my family came around, I still went. I still didn't say anything to anyone, and instead I took a moment to pause and pretend that everything was actually okay when it wasn't. Lying to those that were the most important wasn't easy, but it was necessary at the time. I needed the quiet. I needed the false joy that came with keeping such a secret. My dad's endless quest at finding the best fishing spot. My mom tagging along, showing love by making delicious meals, and my siblings, and the fun and chaos that they bring. And of course my daughter, my resilient, wise beyond her years daughter. Where the weight of the world hasn't quite reached her yet. Where a pit of guilt falls deeply into my stomach, knowing everything is about to change in her world too. I was a lot quieter on this trip. I definitely don't like keeping secrets like this. I'm pretty open, and honestly, this was really, really hard to do. But it did show me something. It showed me that no matter what they knew of what was going on, that these people were always going to be here.
Get lost. Yep. Well, I'm sure there's not going to be much success.
Is Holly here?
Yeah.
When did they get here?
Shut the door in Brooke's face.
I told you.
You're going to fall.
No success.
You're going to fall.
I did not fall.
Dad! You thought you were going to save the day?
I didn't know what was going on the shore. I was out in the water fishing. I was going along the point. And I couldn't see what I was doing unless the moon was out. And then I heard a shout over the water. I was like, what the fuck's going on? And I was like, either they're really worried about me because I would be worried about somebody out in the water.
Because it's fucking, what time is it?
It's
Like-
12:30, and he was out thinking he's saving you. You're gonna save the day?
Exactly.
Okay. Why didn't you stand? Literally watch it.
pictures that are hard to say.
And I said,
Yeah.
what's going on? I said, hey, what's going on? I don't know. I don't really know.
The trip came and went. An amicable goodbye to the last decade of my life remained in front of me. And after that, what is left in me is a deep, sickening desire to not let one last thing slip in my life. A nearly desperate plea to the piece of me that yearns to make a living making these videos. I'm not letting another dream of mine die on me.
What do you want to do when you grow up?
It's between movie director and I'm probably going to end up being a writer. I like making movies and I like writing.
What kind of movies have you been making or stuff have you been writing?
Well, right now I'm making, it's called Caught on Camera. It's kind of like a TV show that I'm making.
Was the Caught on Camera was part of the video that we were doing last year?
Yeah, it's fun.
I am literally writing a letter to Jack Conte. Jack Conte has a YouTube channel called Digital Spaghetti. It is a channel that showcases creatives on the internet who make digital media, and he shows their creative process, their behind the scenes, interviews them. He's also the owner of Patreon. He's essentially like a Mr. Rogers neighborhood for content creators who are in the YouTube new wave. He takes in these small creators, big creators, any creator size, and he showcases their work. So what I'm essentially doing is writing to him. I'm going to send him a letter. Snail mail. We're going snail mail because I am so tired of waiting for the internet to decide for me. I am deciding for myself that I want to be successful in this, and I'm deciding for myself that I'm going to send a letter to a stranger telling them that I admire them. And I'm like so embarrassed about it. But you know what? Jack Conte, if you are watching this and we have this full circle moment here, maybe being insane is worth it.
Please don't think it's funny when you want the one you miss. There are lots and lots of people who sometimes feel like this.